everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Emma and Georgia, and today we are watching High School Musical, the musical series, season 4, episode 5. If you want to watch our uncut stage reactions, link to the Patreons down below.
Last episode, Gina threw a Halloween party where obviously the whole gang were invited. There was this mystery person that was turning up and was just sticking near Carlos, and we were like, well, you thought that was Seb. I thought it was Emmy because she's just been a bit weird this season.
She has.
And then Seb turned up at the end after the party had finished, and he was in a night costume, and he revealed to Carlos that he cheated on him over the summer.
Awkward, very awkward.
Which is a big WTF moment, because Seb would never do that, and I'm so annoyed. But also, the mystery person was this guy from summer camp that Carlos had been made out to have an affair with in the documentary, and it turns out that he liked Carlos all along. So, yeah.
I just think the audacity of Seb to give Carlos a hard time over that documentary is such bull. Like, you have no right to start saying that Carlos was being unfaithful to you, because that documentary was full of rubbish. Honestly, it was all fake.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, behind the scenes, you're hooking up with someone else. There's some double standards going on here.
I can't believe it, honestly. Like,
it doesn't seem the type.
It doesn't seem like Seb, yeah.
Not at all. He's just a wholesome farm boy that does coffee. Like, why'd you do that?
Why are they ruining characters in the final season?
No.
And Ashlyn and Maddox had a moment. They sang a duet together and then they almost kissed at the end. So another almost cheat.
Yeah, I know. I honestly, without you telling me, I didn't even think Ashlyn was still a Big Red. I didn't even think about it.
It doesn't feel like it.
I just assumed, like, because he did that whole thing with like, hi, I'm Big Red and I'm bi or something, so I thought, okay, maybe that sort of ended the relationship over the documentary or something. I don't know what my logic was. I just thought they weren't together because she hardly mentions him. Ashlyn has got eyes for someone else, and that is Gadget, and I think it's inevitable. So she's to dump Big Red over text right now, and then you can start kissing, because, you know, we're not cheating any more than we already have in this show.
It's so harsh saying to dump Big Red, because I love Big Red so much, but...
I mean, I do too, but he's not going to be in it, let's be real. Like, he is hardly ever seen or talked about.
I know.
Like, he's supposedly Ricky's best friend. Ricky has not mentioned him once.
I mean, true, Ricky's not really missing him either, is he?
Not at all.
Mac and Danny turned up to the party. Danny went with Ricky because she was wanting to kind of reveal that they're toying Gabriella to everyone, and Mac was purposing Gina about the fake relationship idea, and all of that kind of came out at the party and it all blew up. But then Ricky and Gina admitted they were together and everyone was happy for them besides Mac and Danny. But
I know, it really backfired on the both of them.
Yeah, and then it turned a bit sour for Ricky and Gina once Ricky realised that Gina hasn't told her mum about them. But I thought that was pretty obvious considering he has to sneak in and out of her window every day.
I know. Honestly, if I was Ricky, I'd be more pissed about the Mac thing than the mum thing. Like, I mean, I think it's reasonable for Gina not to tell her mum yet. I mean, that's her business. She tells her when she wants to. That's not really in Ricky's control. But getting a boyfriend on the side, I think that's pretty your business, Ricky. You know, I know it's a fake relationship they were doing, but it's still kind of inappropriate. Like, it's not right. So I don't know why Ricky got so arsy about how Gina hadn't told her mum yet. I just think, come on, Ricky, it's only something minor. Like, you don't have to get your panties in a twist.
Oh god, I hate that word. And also Miss Jen and Ricky's dad broke up as well.
Yes.
Over trick-or-treating sweets. But the problem ran deeper.
That was literally the final straw for Miss Jen. She was like, oh my god, this guy is just not for me. Like, he does not listen to me. He does not bring me the things I want. He brings the wrong things, so he's wrong for me. And honestly, a queen for realising it. I mean, I think it was minor stuff, but that sort of stuff ticks away at you. And if, you know, she didn't seem like she was too like chummy with him at the end. And Mr. Mazzara is on the scene, people, so I'm sensing it was meant to be that breakup.
Yeah, but it looks like Miss Jem will still be in Ricky's life, so that's
oh
a good
yeah.
thing.
I know, when he came to her for advice, oh, it was so sweet. Like, I think that was one of my favourite scenes of this series so far.
Same, to be honest, yeah.
Yeah, like, it was so nice. Like, it didn't feel forced at all, or corny. It was just really real, and I like that.
I'm looking for Samuel Hall. Okay.
Cool.
Hey, do you know...
Jesus, you go polite.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
Oh, Ricky.
Richard Bowen.
Elton John.
Oh my god, no way.
Welcome to college.
He's got beard!
Oh my god!
EJ is here! What the hell? I thought we weren't gonna get him at all.
Me neither!
You won't mind me dropping in for rehearsals tonight, to see you all in action.
Since when do you even care?
At least 8 students.
Huh.
We would welcome your attendance.
Great. If the turnout isn't sufficient tonight, I will be forced to cancel the musical altogether.
Don't just drop a bombshell on you like that.
That's why he suddenly cares.
All the way to Atlanta to come to this school? I mean, it's not even on my
I
list.
don't know if that's an IB
that's
one.
exactly
So
the idea,
go on you,
Kourtney.
Kourtney, for having a look.
I know that you're all set on attending an IB.
My hero went to Princeton.
Oh, her
These
mum went
steps
to
are
Princeton?
yours now.
Damn.
Not mine. Harper's mom and I go way back, and she's agreed to walk you around.
One pillow and my desk chair. And
Very
Sounds
nice.
like uni life.
I work hard, I play harder, and I've never been happier.
Wait. You're working?
We've parted ways amicably.
Oh, shit.
Honestly, it's a breath of fresh air, but it just means 4 jobs, a full class schedule.
4 jobs.
I thought Gina was doing a lot.
You're still the #1 stud at the school?
Oh, no, not at all. I'm like the dork of my friend group.
It's funny that you see like all the popular kids in those shoes. You see all like the populars when they go to college. They're literally like
A fish out of
bottom
water.
of the food chain.
Talking to Val.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah, she's been
Really?
really, really great through everything. I feel incredibly lucky. So what's up?
Well, Gina didn't tell her mum about me.
I can't believe Principal Gutierrez might be canceling HSM3. I mean, clearly the musical can't happen without me.
Is Danny still Gabriella? I need clarification on this.
Yeah, I think so.
He frickin' disappeared out of town somewhere. I do not break my promises.
Everyone's out
I
of town,
must be
Gina.
available
She's gonna
for
be
the
the only
school
one at
musical.
the rehearsal at this rate.
I was just wondering if we could shoot like crazy and get it all in the can, as they say. Like today.
She likes to do 50 takes per scene.
Getting it in the can would require a lot of time and a seasoned cast, which frankly, you are not.
Yes, it was just silly of me to think that just because Maria J said that directing is a team sport.
Ooh.
Change of plans. Today is going to be a marathon because I, Quinn, have decided so by myself.
Sure.
Of course, only by you.
I call my dad but never talk.
Oh.
Getting depressing real quick.
The words just don't add up. So I call my dad and never talk.
Oh, this is so... Please stop.
They say we can dance too.
Make a sound. No,
Oh, they're really good together when they sing.
every time I open my mouth.
The 2 leading
For
men.
all the times I never knew how. Speak out.
Very Taylor Swift reminiscent of Speak Now.
Let it go, so speak up.
It just comes so naturally to them.
I know. How?
Don't wanna walk away from this.
Oh, there's just 2 boys jamming in their college room.
Speak up. Speak out.
What do they say after they perform a number like that?
I know, like, see ya.
Oh god.
Carlos!
Carlos has lost his shine.
Wouldn't hurt a fly, Seb ripped my heart to shreds. I don't even know who I am anymore.
The sun will come out.
Oh. Well, that's a
Ooh,
bad
sort of
omen.
mirroring Carlos's mood here.
So, you ready to crush it? No prisoners today. Just gotta nail that chemistry. That's our only job.
Only
You've
your
got to
job,
nail
Matt,
your acting
because-
as well.
I know, because Gina's kind of a natural.
Sorry, just trying to find my motivation. for the
She
chemistry.
thinks of Ricky when she's with him. Oh, if only you knew.
You think this message might change the world?
I don't
All
know.
are welcome to play basketball. And
But I know you've changed my
The whole point of High School Musical.
He just added 3 children.
Sam, 3 children?
What game are they playing?
This takes up space in the movie with the OG cast.
Famous kiss scene.
Don't take that out of context.
I know. Quinn?
Oh god.
Yeah, listen, I know what my next big idea is gonna be. I already know who my next stars are.
Oh god.
Oh, I mean, good for Gina though.
Oh!
Whoa! Whoa! Don't give me whiplash like this!
Oh my god!
Big Red! He looks so different!
I'm about to pass out. What the hell?
Ash, you look amazing.
You look cosmopolitan?
How are they still together? She doesn't even know what he looks like.
Your last text said you had something important to tell me.
Oh.
Right.
Is he gonna break up with her?
Has he cheated on her?
Last summer
He cheated as well.
Something-
I can't believe this.
happened.
What?
Me and
Yes?
Seb.
What?
Yes.
No guy Seb cheated with?
What?
Oh my god!
Fresh hell is this? No!
What the hell?
I can't focus anymore.
So in shock.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Even for a second, that she might feel the same way. I'm sorry. Is it okay if I talk about this?
Too late.
Oh.
It's really weird.
Everything was perfect for like a second. Just like it was with my parents, just like it was with
Come
me and
on,
Nene.
Ricky. It's still good for Gina.
Everyone's only allowed to be okay for like 10 seconds, and then everything falls apart.
But the fact still remains the same. Gina's mom didn't know about you back then, and she still doesn't know about you now. Like, it was perfect once, it can't be
I
perfect
don't know
again.
why. I don't know why he's so hung up about it.
I don't know. I don't want to get in her way, but
I think this is something bigger.
I don't know
than
what
that.
else to do but hide.
He thinks that she's getting really big and famous, meanwhile he's sort of at the same spot.
I never respond to my mom's text because I don't want to hear if she's back together with Todd. I'm basically tanking my entire senior year. I'm just distracted at the fear of losing more people.
It sounds exhausting. Like,
I'm tired of losing people.
I think he just needs to like put pause on that and focus on what's going to happen to him in the future, you know? Like with college.
What happened exactly?
Yeah, we need details.
Ish. At the movies.
You kissed Seb.
Seb was positive that it meant nothing to him,
What
except
about
for
you?
crippling guilt. And I was positive it meant nothing to me. Brought some other feelings into
Why didn't you
focus.
told Ashton sooner?
What the hell? Why have they done this?
By origin story.
Oh.
These two should not be together anymore, that's for certain.
She was cute.
Yes. She was.
Oh, so what are you trying to say here, Ashlyn?
Wait. Are you coming out to me now?
There were fireworks. Literally.
This is so weird talking about that to your ex, though, isn't it?
It's barely an ex. They haven't officially broken up.
I've been an ex for like 2 minutes.
We almost kissed.
Oh, almost
You
is the
almost
key word
kissed
there, though,
Maddox?
Big Red.
I totally knew she was in love with you from that Frozen documentary. Well,
yeah.
the trailer.
God, this is
Yeah,
so
it's amazing.
sad.
And
It's
I
like
don't
there's
know,
just
to me
gonna
it's kind of
be-
sad because it's like an end of an
so
era
many
for them.
things.
It feels very manufactured, if I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, you said it. Care to give more context to that, Georgia?
Because Big Red wouldn't cheat.
I know, Seb wouldn't cheat, Big Red wouldn't cheat. It does feel like it is a little forced.
Looks like they're just gonna be bi besties now, then I guess.
I mean, that's totally fine.
Did we just have the most beautiful breakup in history?
I think they have, honestly.
I think we did.
It's kind of wholesome.
Was a coming
like
out
the
and a
end of an
breakup all
era.
in one.
That's
Oh,
what
you
I
just said
said.
that.
I think they are like the few like
Okay,
couples that
you
can break up and end up being
really
friends.
need to
It's a
apologize to
rarity.
Carla.
Yeah.
I think
Oh
they
my
can do it
God.
though.
I don't know how his friendship with Carlos is gonna survive.
I know I like her, but what if she thinks we're just friends?
In no world.
I was just a girl.
Oh
standing in
gosh.
front of a boy, asking him to have enough Halloween candy.
That's a really moderate request.
God, both of them are going through breakup. Oh,
they're
that's
out.
bad.
We're all out.
It's like Halloween again. This particular issue is a process, and I will happily hold your hand through it. Hiding is never the answer.
No.
Miss Jenna's got so much wisdom, you know. A lighter colour. I like to see it.
A lighter shade of darkness.
Yeah.
Baby steps.
It's a big decision.
Kourtney's lucky she's
I
got
won't
so many
push.
options. It's not looking like Ricky's got
But
many.
if you want to pray on it, we have a chapel and everything.
I love her. She's like slowly sneaks in like little benefits that they've got.
They should hire her as the actual tour guide. I bet she's selling.
Honestly, they
sells it better
should.
than
She's
the
brilliant.
teachers.
I just learned that Mac and Gina are minors, so legally I have to wrap
You
them
just
in
learned
5
that.
minutes.
What if we make it a oneer? Just think of it like a slow waltz, yeah? 3 steps at a time. Just follow me. Just promise me you won't forget me either. East High is a big place.
I
Lots
can't
of
believe they're doing it in one
fish in the
day.
sea, as they say. Did we get it?
That is a wrap on Mac and Gina for the day.
Hell yeah! I told you Gina could do it.
The real reason we did all this in one day.
Because we're friends.
Yes.
Son of a man.
And they were gonna cancel my school musical.
I could miss your big day.
You missed every one of my opening nights.
Shade.
Oh, that is some shade right there.
Would you like to come over for dinner?
Oh, no, Mom.
Oh, that was
I
so
have
forward.
HSM3 rehearsals in like 15 minutes, and I'm sure that's the last thing that Mac wants.
Actually, a home-cooked meal sounds kind of fire.
Mac, no.
I'm sure the others can fill in for one more day.
Oh, for God's sake. This is all Gina's mum's fault.
Remember, Kourtney and Ricky are out of town.
Yeah.
Courtney is excused, and Ricky promised to be back in time.
Ricky's never on time.
I have never been happier to see you.
You know,
it's just me
Literally.
and me, right? Yes. My reddest child.
My precious child.
Hi.
Oh gosh, he needs to tell Carlos.
So, I've got good news and bad news.
Oh no, they might leave the set.
It's gonna go back to the black sweater.
The guy that Seb cheated with was... No. All we did was kiss. You kissed my boyfriend?
But the good news is it meant nothing.
You kissed my boyfriend?
Carlos is so livid.
I'm very fond of you, but I can't even look at you right now. Good day.
Oh, for God's sake, now we've lost another one.
Yeah,
Thanks a lot,
I
Big
knew
Red.
that
Just
was
go
gonna happen.
home.
Oh.
Honestly, just go. And
We
now
wanted him
Ashton's gonna
back,
go
but
as
at what
well.
cost?
I'm sorry, I was looking for Maddox. Who is this?
Oh no.
Oh. Hi, Madison.
Oh God.
Oh no!
Losing Gina hurt like hell. But you are my brother, and she was happy, so I moved on.
Very good steps here, EJ.
I wish I would have stood up to my dad sooner. I wish I had spent last summer having more fun. There were
Really
just
helped
so
that,
many
though, a
things
lot.
that
There was a lot of pressure.
I didn't get right. Just shake it off. Hold on to some hope for what's next.
What's a mature approach?
So I guess the song was kind of about Ricky's. I mean, EJ explaining his feelings to Ricky rather than his dad, giving him
And
some
I
senior
am
wisdom.
so proud of who I am and who I've become. But dude, there is nothing in this world like high school. You will never meet another family like the Wildcats.
Oh my gosh. It's so
Take
sad.
them and love them. The biggest reasons I
Oh,
stay so busy
EJ.
is because I miss it every single day.
Oh.
I mean, you have to actually pick up your phone,
EJ's
reach out,
actually
and
an
stop
adult
feeling
now.
so sorry for yourself.
I know. It's crazy.
He really has grown so much.
If you hurt her, I will never forgive you.
Oh shit! That's a threat from EJ right there.
You think that you're the guy that runs away and that's just some personality trait that
God,
you
I've
have to
never
be
seen
stuck with forever?
such tough love.
You think you're actually helping the other person, but you know what?
I'm actually hurting them?
No, you're actually hurting yourself. You can be the guy who runs.
Don't
But is
be.
anybody gonna show up for that guy?
No.
I'm not gonna run away this time.
I'm not the one you gotta tell.
So piss off out of my room.
Is this the part where I fake slap you, or...?
No, this is the part where you let me hug you.
I have to say, I'm so much happier
Okay.
with EJ's return than Big Red at this point.
EJ's had the best return, honestly.
Hang out more in high school. Oh, I don't know, maybe because you were always stealing my girlfriends.
Yeah, Ricky, there is that part.
It is completely true, though. He ruined his relationship twice.
I need to keep pushing myself to be the very
Can't
best
tell
at
if
all
he's being
times.
fake or not.
Sounds like music to my ears.
Stop shifting it.
Married at 25 and twins by 30.
I can tell he really likes you.
Okay, what happened to your
What was
new
you
boys
on?
rule?
For a young man with that much focus on the future, I make an exception.
That's a scary amount of focus on the future.
Don't look down.
Everyone's face is like, yeah.
They're like, okay, this girl can sing. I think this is cool. So she's sure to stay here. I think she's gonna fit in just fine.
A sign to jump. Some of my favourite moments with one of my favourite humans.
Oh god, delete that one.
I love the vibes in this song. Oh, that's her mom.
Just like sitting in this car was getting real old. Hope they have an opening for her. Whereas that's gonna be awkward.
Oh, Mom's so proud.
Oh, honestly, I am too.
Now, Ricky, jump out of the car and get your girl.
Oh my god, are they the chocolates?
Oh.
Can you remember?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh no, he's gonna see Mac in the window. Oh god.
Oh no. Ricky, push through, push through, push through.
Don't run away. What did we say about running away, Ricky? We don't do that.
No! No.
Ricky!
He just said! Oh.
Gina! Come on!
Ricky, wait!
Oh my god, it's playing Second Chance in the background.
I told my mom about us.
Oh.
Hello! God, it literally is just like a movie, isn't it?
Yeah, it's gonna be a rain kiss.
Oh gosh, the classic rain kiss. See, Ricky, this is why you don't run. If he left straight away, wouldn't have had this moment.
No. But they're playing Second Chance in the background. This is my favourite song in season 2.
Hope Mac's looking through the window, feeling like a right dick.
Damn. Oh god, is anyone there? Emmy?
I'm sorry, Jennifer. The musical's cancelled.
No.
There was no softening the blow there.
Yeah.
Is this how it's meant to be?
in.
Can they claw it back? I don't know. But is it literally just meant to be that there is no musical at the end?
There has to be. It's the last season.
Maybe there isn't. Maybe this is like the big metaphor they're building up to. Things don't go your way, like what EJ said. You know, he thought he'd have a lovely girlfriend and all of that, and, you know, epic college life, but he didn't get any of that. So,
Well, EJ
you know,
did
things don't go
say
your way.
that you'll never meet anyone like the Wildcats and to hold on to them. So I think they'll probably band together and bring the musical back somehow. But yeah.
I want that outcome from the one I said. Not just the disappointment one. I mean, it was so unlucky that that rehearsal aligned with college open days and people
That
getting
is
sick.
not fair.
It's not fair. It's not fair at all. That was completely out of Miss Jen's control. And I'm sure all of them would have wanted to go. But, you know, life happens and, you know, their future is calling them. So they have to be there. And it just so happens that everyone was getting dumped as well.
I know. I also hated that Gina's mum stopped Gina from going to go for this dinner with Matt. But I guess if she hadn't have done that, we wouldn't have got that ending scene. So it's like swings and
I know.
roundabouts. But
I know, yeah.
okay, so we had some returns this episode. We'll start off with the best one, which was of course EJ.
Yes.
I really liked that scene with him and Ricky. Again, one of my favourites of the season so far. A bit like the Miss Jen one with Ricky last episode. I guess it's just heartfelt Ricky moments that are winning this season.
Yeah, you would have thought.
But I need to commend EJ for being so mature about the breakup. Like, it probably still does hurt him, and we found out how much he was struggling moving on from high school as well. And his dad's abandoned him, so he's kind of like on his own besides Val, it seems like. But he still sees Ricky as a brother. He and he knows how he's feeling right now because he felt the same way last year, and he gave him the push that Ricky needed to get out of this cycle he's in of just running away, and he needs to face up to his feelings, and now he might have got to keep Gina because of that. So big up EJ.
EJ had a really good comeback. I think the advice he gave Ricky was needed, that tough love, because a lot of those, you know, a lot of those casts don't get a lot of tough love. They just hear what they want to hear, and I think what EJ's approach was brilliant, and I think it was just exactly what Ricky needed to hear. He keeps, you know, running away from his problems. He keeps, you know, harping on the bad stuff, which is hurting himself mostly than other people. So yeah, I think EJ's advice was brilliant, and I'm so glad that Ricky stayed that extra moment, because if he ran away completely, then, you know, he would have been back to square one with nothing. Exactly like EJ, pretty much. Like going into college in exactly EJ's position, like missing the Wildcats, not having Gina, and yeah, pretty much alone. So yeah, I'm happy for Ricky and Gina, you know.
Yeah. And I do wish we'd seen the scene of Gina actually telling her mum about Ricky and her reaction to it.
Me too.
But it is what it is. I actually quite liked Mac this episode until the dinner scene. Like, he was being a good scene partner with Gina and like actually getting things done and pushing through for her and stuff. But then at the dinner, when he was talking about his whole life plan, it sounded a bit like the normal Mac, you know.
I know, it like it felt really fake and like plastic to me. I don't know if his whole thing is just being really like fake and corny. Like, I don't know if that's his actual personality that is a character or whatever, but when he was listing off those things, like, it just felt so like,
well, you do hear about these Hollywood babies that have their whole life planned out for them, and obviously it probably won't go to that plan. He'll probably end up having an off the rails era.
Yeah, like I doubt those things will happen at exactly those points for Mac. And I thought, as you said, I thought he was good when he was with Gina acting and that, because, you know, that's what he does. But when he's like in a natural environment with around like eating dinner and stuff, he's really weird. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just unnatural for him. Like, his whole life has been around acting and playing somebody else, that he doesn't really know who he is. But yeah, it just felt really unnatural and kind of weird, and that's not who Gina is. So those two are not a match made in heaven. Like, that's for sure.
She had to set it straight with her mum straight away, because that was just not it.
Her mum is so oblivious.
I know.
Like, to her child's life. Like, it's so funny how Gina said, like, you think I wake up every morning before my alarm and I'm happy because of him? Like, come on! Like, it was so obvious to me, or us watching, but to her, she has no idea. And that's just how sad it really is.
And when she said, I couldn't miss your big day, and she said, well, you never turned up to any of my opening nights, I was like, yes, clap that!
We're literally highlighting how much of a bad mum she is. Yeah. Like, she's never around. It's so annoying. I mean, I know she's got work to do and stuff, but like, these are key moments in your child's life. Like, you should at least come to a few, not to none. Yeah. And coming at the end of a day of a rehearsal session is not exactly winning her that gold trophy in Mum. Like, you know, she's like, because she did it one time here does not make up for what she hasn't done in the past.
Yeah, exactly. And onto the bad. Big Red's return. Oh my god.
Oh wow.
Big Red and Seb. If you told me that in season 2 of this show, I would have been like, you're on crack. And I think the writers must have been, because what was that? Like, give Big Red a bi-awakening. I don't care what sexuality he is, like, it's important representation, I get it. But don't have him cheat with one of his best friends. And like, same with Seb. Why did they put those two together? and potentially ruin the friendships.
No, it makes zero sense. Like, it was so out of nowhere, and Seb and Big Red have had zero chemistry on the show before. never in a scene together, pretty much. Like, they've always been apart.
Yeah.
It makes no sense for them to have this spontaneous kiss out of nowhere and then ruin two good relationships they have.
They were the only two that didn't go to summer camp, so I guess they probably spent time together over the summer that we didn't see. But like, yeah, it's, as I said last episode, I think it's the two LGBT couples on the show, and they just made both of them cheat, and I don't like that representation, especially as well because bisexual people get such a like stigma around them that they can't be faithful, and then they've just had Big Red out here kissing another guy, and Ashley nearly kissed a girl while they're still in a relationship. The breakup scene between them though was nice and it was amicable, and I feel like the coming out moment was really good for both of them and they seem to accept it. But when it comes to Carlos and Seb, like, I don't know how Carlos is going to get over this.
I know. I felt so bad for him, and yeah, Big Red and Ashlyn had the best breakup ever, but you know, that doesn't excuse the fact of what happened. And I also want to touch on the fact that, you know, when Ashlyn went to call Gadget, whatever her name is, Madison answered the phone. So is that another sort of like, you know, LGBT couple that are not gonna happen, like have sort of been villainized in a way? That's sort of kind of what it felt like to me as well. Like they've sort of, you know, made out her to be quite unfaithful. Gadget, like, I don't know.
She said last episode, I can't remember specifically, because I think Maddox and Madison were back together, and then last episode, just before Ashlyn and Maddox nearly kissed, she either said that she had a fight with Madison or that they'd broken up. I'm not sure which one it was. So they could still be in a relationship, who knows.
It's just weird how they villainize, like, you know, same-sex couples on the show. Like, it's like kind of weird to me.
I don't know how anyone else feels about this, but I just think like we're probably very heated because these are side characters and people prefer Ashlyn and Maddox to Ashlyn and Big Red. People will just be happy that their ship is coming true. But like, say this was Ricky, Gina and Nene or something like that. If Ricky suddenly kissed Nene over the summer because they were spending time together and whatnot, and then came and told Gina, everyone would be rioting and fuming. And this is how I feel with Ashlyn and Big Red, because they were my favourite ship, and now look at them.
They were the best. I mean, okay, like, split up, whatever, have their bi-journeys, but why did it have to involve cheating?
No, I don't
So
know.
unnecessary, so unnecessary.
Yeah.
Like, it's creating drama, I suppose, but it's not needed drama.
It had me gagged. I'll give it that. Like, it was shocking, but it's shockingly bad.
Shockingly bad, shockingly unnecessary.
Yeah.
And yeah, just stupid. It just makes me not like Big Red anymore because, you know, I thought he was just a wholesome guy. Like, why did he have to do that? And Carlos is like beside himself. I don't know how he's gonna cope.
Within reason. And it doesn't even look like Seb and Big Red will be getting together. I think this is going to all lead to Carlos and Seb getting back together, and at this point I don't know if I want that anymore.
I don't know how they're going to spin this, but all the couples in the show are a little bit rocky. Like, they need some serious mending. We've not got a solid couple yet, so I guess we're just going to see and find out how they're going to repair these relationships and save the musical at the same time. Like, there's so much stuff that's got to happen. Not a lot of time to do it.
That's my main focus, the musical right now. Like, I'm not getting invested in the ship ever again.
I know. I feel too betrayed, and you know, I'm scorned.
If
so
Big Red and Seb can turn, anyone can. Oh, and Kourtney, I really like the church scene with her singing and her mum coming in, and how that all kind of tied into both her journey and Ricky's, saying to just jump and don't hesitate anymore. And I also like the idea of them pushing for non-Ivy League schools, because I feel like a lot of people in American education get really hung up on like getting amazing grades so they can go to a prestigious school and whatnot, but because community colleges or whatever they're called get looked down upon, they are kind of highlighting that they can be just as good as the Ivy Leagues, and even though Kourtney might be the valedictorian and whatever, she still feels more at home at a normal college, and that's a fine thing.
Exactly. It should be more normalised, and I think Kourtney fit right in there. And it's maybe not being Ivy, but I think it all comes down to your experience being there. If you hate every day of your life being an Ivy, then what is the point? You know, your grades will drop anyway, you'll be depressed and whatever. Like, it's just, you just need to fit in a place that will suit you. And shit, Kourtney's already secured herself like 6 friends, like, on the open day. So I think Kourtney's gonna fit right in there. Like, it's not just about what you're studying, it's about your experience being there. And, you know, if you don't fit in there, it's just a no-go. So Kourtney, I think she should totally go with that college, and to hell with Ivy League schools. Honestly, it has its benefits, but to you personally, I think it is way better for you to fit in there, you know, and have the best experience you can.
That's it for today, guys. We've got our reaction to season 4 episode 5 of High School Musical, the musical, the series. If you want to watch our uncut reactions, the link to the Patreon page will be in the description below. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and we'll see you next time for episode 6. Bye.
Bye.
I like 'em sweet but naughty, pimples on the cheeks, I bet you taste like